being given a mystery location hours before, and Alex enjoys nothing more than creating those memorable culinary events from start to finish. When she's not running Secret Foodies, she's editing a successful blog, Eat, Drink, Play. Let's welcome our guest, Alex Adams.
When my love takes me home, it's 105 in a 30-mile zone. Foot like clay, nerves like steel, wild ride when it's taking the wheel.
Hello, Alex, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me on the show. Very exciting to be here.
You're very welcome. So you are a busy bee. So tell us, what have you been up to?
Well, yes, normally I am a very busy bee, but unfortunately in the current climate, events have been put on hold. So the video that we just saw, that was from an Italian long lunch that we had last year, where I think we had about 80 people on a Saturday and then 80 people on a Sunday. And well, it's going to be interesting to see what the new normal is for events now with the lifting of these restrictions slowly.
Yeah, absolutely. So have you put some thought into how the new normal will be for Secret Foodies?
Yeah, well, look, the whole idea of Secret Foodies is bringing people together through their food, their love of food, and meeting like-minded people and sharing a meal and cheersing glasses and trying new places. So it is very interactive. But we have made some changes. So with the current restrictions lifting, meaning that you can have, starting next month, you can have up to 50 people in restaurants. We are going to be relaunching at the end of July, early August. And we've just made some changes. So rather than doing larger events of, 100 or so people, we're just pulling back and doing events of around 50 people. And we unfortunately aren't really doing share style dishes. Everything will be more individually plated for a little while. No one wants to, everyone's a bit cautious about sharing their plate of potatoes at the moment. So we've just got to be a little bit careful there, and yeah, just trying to make people feel as safe and as comfortable as they can at group style events.
Okay, excellent. And what have you kind of got lined up for us to look forward to? Like what sort of style of cuisine or culinary experiences?
Well, every year we do an annual Christmas in July event, which is huge. So we normally do about 300 people in Sydney alone over multiple sittings, and there's lots of wine and lots of delicious traditional roast style dishes, which is very share style. And it's been a bit touch and go as to whether we're going to be able to do Christmas in July this year, but we are planning on doing it in the last weekend of July. Indications in New South Wales at least are showing that come July we should be able to at least, see 50 people as long as we've got a venue that's large enough. So we've got that coming up in July. August, we're rescheduling an event that we were meant to do in March. It's a progressive feast. So we'll be going to 3 venues in one afternoon, and we'll be taking on people around a culinary journey around the world. So 3 different venues, 3 different cuisines in one lunchtime.
Oh, I've got to sign up for that. That sounds amazing. I'm not only missing my travel experiences, but I'm definitely missing the aromatic smells and dishes and food that we would normally get from travel as is. So if I can achieve that goal here for any of those Secret Foodie members, then absolutely sign me up. What kind of dishes? What kind of, sorry, culinary? Those three experiences, will it Italian or Spanish, or what do you have in mind?
We're actually keeping that top secret, so you'll have to just come along and
Yes.
discover on the day. But there's
Okay.
three really popular cuisines. Actually, there's two really popular cuisines, and then there's one that people might not have really tried before. So three that will, yeah, two that are a bit more mainstream, and one that I'm really excited for people to try because they might not have had it before. I've said too
Absolutely.
much.
Oh, no, that's great. I love that you stuck with that. It's exactly what you title it as and exactly what it is. Don't give too much away. I got so excited by it that obviously I want to know. But that's fantastic. So what else is happening in the horizon with Secret Foodies or with your blog?
Yeah, I think for Eat, Drink, Play, we've been focused on, we normally are all about how do we make people have a better social life and getting out there at different events and what's the best things to do in their city, whether it's Sydney or Melbourne. That's been pretty tricky because people haven't been able to go out to restaurants, all the festivals and events have been cancelled. So we've really focused on what people can do at home. And the innovation that I've seen in the hospitality industry in particular has been amazing. I don't know if you've noticed it all, but a lot of wonderful restaurants out there have really pivoted and are doing these fantastic meal boxes. You can do
Mm-hmm.
virtual wine classes. A lot of the festivals, like the film festival, is now online, so people can experience that. You can do tours of art galleries all around the world, like virtual tours of art galleries around the world. So I think as far as staying home, out of every other generation that's been put in a difficult situation, we've definitely got it pretty good considering.
Yes, I certainly think that humans have been very quick to adapt considering the current situation, and we've been very imaginative, more creative than normal, and it's incredible the talents. People didn't even probably had the time before to even practice recipes or cook at home, or and in a culinary world, I'm seeing a lot of people post pictures of their own journey with it. So it's an amazing way of self-expression and development. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing where it all goes, and certainly how the hospitality movement is developing and changing. Sure, it starts with 50 here in Australia, and then who knows where it will go. So the are they usually sold out? They're usually very, very big events. And how often do you have them normally, Alex?
Yeah, so Secret Foodies events, I mean, we've been going for 10 years now, so we do sell out really quickly, and we usually do multiple days. So it'll be, Wednesday, Thursday evening, or it might be a Saturday, Sunday lunch. Christmas in July, we normally do Friday night, Saturday lunch, Saturday dinner, Sunday lunch, and we'll sell out, nearly 100 tickets at all of those. So they do sell out quite far in advance. And I think that's just, being around for a long time. And also people really love the concept. I think, the older we get, everything's so organized and so planned. So to not know where you're going until 2 hours before and have the opportunity to meet like-minded food lovers in a fun sort of setting, there's not as many opportunities for that as we get a bit older. So I think just the concept, it's been around for 10 years and people still love it.
Yes, I've noticed you've certainly got a massive following. And if you ever thought about, maybe not the right time to do this, but have you thought about branching out into overseas?
I don't know about overseas. So we've definitely, so we're in Melbourne and Brisbane, we do events. In Sydney, we do one event a month. In Melbourne and Brisbane, we do about, 3 to 4 a year. So we're not as big there. Yeah, look, I personally don't want to go over and start it in anywhere overseas, but if we've got any overseas people watching and they're massive foodies and you want to start Secret Foodies over there, get in contact. I'm definitely open to it. But I don't know, it's been 10 years. I don't know if I've got the energy and the gusto to go over and start a brand new business again.
No, I understand that. I just think the concept was, it certainly is quite unique, and I haven't seen it in many, many places. So congratulations for you for the authenticity of it. Alex, it's
Thank
been
you.
amazing. Thank you so much. Just outside of that, I just wanted to touch on, is there anything else that interests you other than, you know, your blog and the food? Do you have any hobbies outside of Secret Foodies?
Oh, I feel like my whole life is eating and drinking. But in order to combat all of that eating and drinking, I do like to keep fit. So last year, one of my friends challenged me to do a triathlon, and I couldn't swim more than 50 meters to save my life. And so I got stuck into the pool and I started practicing. And I always like running. I've done the city surf, and I've done half marathons and things like that. And I can ride a bike, but the swimming was a bit hard. So I think I did my first triathlon in March. It was just a little one. But I guess I like working out to try and combat all the food and booze that I have on the side.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't actually think of that, like, because all you're consuming all of that partying and socializing, the food and wine, and then obviously you need to balance it out with a healthy mindset and healthy life. So good for you. Well, congratulations. Yeah. Amazing. Alex, you have been an absolute treat for us today, and I certainly look forward to seeing what you're up to next and more about the trio dinner and Christmas in July. If anyone would need to book some tickets, I guess they just jump online to secretfoodies.com. And yeah, so we've heard certainly a lot about your events, and so many of us foodies who are listening will be reserving for that event as soon as possible. And we can't wait to go ahead. And personally, I'd love to be somewhere crowded restaurant at one of your events someday soon. I might be at the next one, who knows, and how great that will be. So thank you so much, Alex, and you've been a really great guest today. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me on the show. Nice to meet a fellow foodie as always.
Thank you very much. Bye, Alex. That's all we have for you today. Thanks for spending time with me. Thanks to our guest, Alex Adams, and to InView TV and Bruce Mott for producing today's episode. My name is Tais, and we'll see you next time on Lifestyles with Tais.